Hello, this is my Call of Duty Nazi Zombies sorry, I'm saying a lot. Call of Duty Nazi Zombies tier maker list. And yeah, let's get started right away. Alright, first map that's here, Zetsubo. I don't like Zetsubo. I have played it, and just a quick note. All the Black Ops 4 maps that are featured here, I am not going to count them because I have A, never played them, and B, even if I did rank them, they would all go in the F tier right here. So yeah, Zetsubo. Zetsubo is not a very good map. I used to have it, but I had a big count thing that happened anyway. What's the point? Zetsubo is not a very good map. The Thrasher, the main boss of the map, comes every few rounds. Like every 2 or 3 rounds. It's just so annoying because you barely have any time to set up, and just you don't have any time to get anything done. So uh, turning on the power and getting the KT4, they're some of the worst setup process in a map ever, in any game ever. It's just it's to the point where it's nearly unplayable. Where if you do not know every single thing about the map, you have to be damn near Einstein to figure it out. The KT4, I have used it. I have friends who've played the map and they've built it for me. When you actually do build it, it's okay. It's pretty good. When you actually build it though, and I mean, like, is it worth it? Not really. You'll take like an hour and a half to actually get set up on this map. So yeah, I'm gonna put Zetsubo about right where about D. Yeah, no, E. Definitely deserves E. Next, Mob of the Dead. I fucking love Mob of the Dead. It is. Now, fun little story. I hadn't really played Mob of the Dead much before about 2 or 3 months ago. I had just played it at a friend's house occasionally, and I never had it for myself until I decided to buy it with money, and then I played it and I loved it. So I'm gonna start off with some good things about the map. Pretty much everything, honestly. All right, only name one thing. A few good things. Obviously the Blundergat, the Vitrolic Withering, and the other one. Forgot the name. Amazing. They are so much fun to use, and one of the actual one of the very few wonder weapons that I just enjoy using every single time I shoot it. And good thing, Brutus. He is one of probably the best bosses in any Call of Duty Zombies game ever, because he doesn't come on a low round. He comes at around round 5, I think. And on Mob of the Dead, that's not too bad, because you'll about find the box, and the box is usually in a pretty good spot the majority of the time. So you'll have a good weapon, and yeah. And he's not too hard to kill. I think he only has like 1,000 HP or something, which is not too bad. And well, I mean, you know, obviously he gets stronger and stronger the more you go, but I mean, like, when he first comes in, he's pretty weak, and he's not difficult to kill at all. And you get a free drop out of it too, which is pretty good. What else is there? The Pack-a-Punch and the Plane. I have mixed feelings about that. I think it's a little too complicated for Pack-a-Punch, but it's really not hard to learn if you know the map at all, and if you're good and you know all the locations of the plane pieces. It's not a tedious process. But what I do not like is when you go to the bridge, right, to go Pack-a-Punch, you take the plane, and I think that when you take the electric chair and you come back to Alcatraz, I think you should. The plane should automatically spawn back up there, and you can just take it again. You should not have to go pick up fuel. I hate that so much. That is just one of the big things that I do not like about this map. A lot of good exclusive weapons in this map. The AK-47, Death Machine, or the Meat Grinder. Let's see, what else is there? The Tommy Gun, which is not exclusive to that map, but it's the only map in the game, or any game, where you can actually buy it on the wall, which is really good, because I like that gun. And the Uzi. The Uzi is one of my favorite guns ever. and yeah, it's just really fun to use on that. I think it goes really good with that map too. What else is there? Now some bad things about the map. Definitely, it's definitely a very tedious process sometimes. I do not like the location of a lot of the perks. Double tap is in a stupid location because you have to buy 20 goddamn doors to get there. Jug is in a decent location, but it also can be a big hassle because you won't get there till around 10. And again, you have to buy quite a few doors to get there. Actually, no, not really. No, you don't have to buy nothing really. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Mob. Really good map, and if I were to place it anywhere, I'd probably place it S. And by the way, I'm going to be putting these in order. So let's say I put Zetsubo and then Moon there. That means I like Zetsubo more than Moon. But they're in the same, you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, so what's next? Doris. Again, another amazing map. One of the best maps. Probably the second best map in my opinion. Yeah. So many good things about this map. It was in World at War, which is I mean, in World at War it is extremely glitchy and nearly unplayable. It's hard to play on that map because there's this glitch where if you run into a zombie, they'll grab you, and it can totally ruin an entire game. And it never knife after round 3 on this map. You will be killed. They will just grab you, and you will be cooked. Anyway, what else about this map? This map is amazing. It's back in the day in 2009, I think, yeah, 2009, when it first released. It featured so much new stuff that it was just, I love it because it introduced the monkey bomb, the Bowie knife, teleporters. What else is there? Oh boy, a few guns I can't specifically name right now, but I know a few. They introduced a few guns, not the Wonder Waff, and Wonder Waff was introduced in Shinonuma. Anyway, yeah, Doris is just a really good map, but some downsides to it are obviously the glitches in World at War, and that make it really hard to play, but. And the Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 3 makes, with the giant, they improve on it so much, the map, and the Black Ops 1 version is the best map is the best version of that map in my opinion. And if the World at War version was better, it would probably might be my favorite map. But I don't know. Again, if I were to put it somewhere, it'd probably be S. Alright, Ancient Evil, we're not doing that. I like the Reef more than Mob of the Dead. Let me just right there. Right. Moon. Oh boy, Moon. Well, Moon is an okay map. I used to have mixed feelings about Moon. No, not mixed feelings. I used to fucking hate this map. Like, it used to be one of my least favorite maps ever, and that's just because I rarely ever played it. And until a friend of mine actually got me to start playing it a little more, and I realized that I treated it too harshly. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of poopy stuff about Moon, but there's also a lot of good stuff that I overlooked back in the day. So some good stuff are the wave gun and zap guns. Obviously, those are like some of the best wonder weapons out there. The hacking device is really cool. Makes the map really unique. Going to Area 51 and having Speed Cola and Jug be random, I hate that so much, because it should make it so Jug is always there, or Speed Cola, I don't care. But they should make it so it's always, like, one perk is guaranteed there, because you'll be going, and if it's Speed Cola, you'll just be so disappointed, because obviously, you're not going to want Speed Cola before Jug. And, the whole addition of Area 51, in my opinion, in that map, was good in theory, but I don't think it went very well. Like, the fact that after about, I think it's like 30 seconds, the zombies start to just run after you, and you have to get on the teleporter, And you'll always be so greedy, and you'll always want to try to get some more points. You always end up dying. But if you do make it past there, you yeah, then you go to the spawn room, and the astronaut. Let me talk about the astronaut for a goddamn second. Hate that loser. He I hate him so much. Hope he dies a brutal death. He doesn't. You don't get anything from when you kill him, which is just extremely disappointing. You should at least get like a death machine or a double points or a max ammo or something. But when you actually kill him, you get nothing. You just get thrown back a little bit, and I think you get like 100 points for killing him. I think so. Pretty much nothing. And if he grabs you, if you get near him and he grabs you, he takes one of your perks, which is one of the most annoying things ever, because he's easy to avoid, yes, when you know where he is. But if you're running through the map and you see him, but there's this thing on me, I don't know if it's a glitch or not, I doubt it, but when you're running and the gravity, you know how, yeah, it's like, you know, you're floating and shit, and then you'll stop on with your analog sticks or your mouse or whatever, and you'll keep going, and you'll like launch in the air, and he'll grab you, and you can get out of his grasp, I think, but it is pretty difficult. You gotta like be really fast and stealthy. Stealthy, that's not the word. I'm an idiot. But yeah, I like this map, but there are definitely more good things than there are bad, but there are still a lot of bad things about the map. Let me see what else is there. There's the introduced meal kick, which is not a good perk. That's pretty much it. Okay, next thing. Let me put. Alright, buried. I got a rank moon. Yeah, moon would be about C. Keep it there. It's pretty much about where it is, in my opinion. Buried. Oh boy, I really like Buried. It is a great map. Thank God it was a good map too, because if it wasn't, I mean, all three of the Victus characters' maps would have been terrible, which would have been a bad stain on the character's reputation. But Buried, I really like Buried. It is, very, very good. Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. No, it is really good. Some of the good things about Buried, I really like how. I like the Western feel. I like the feeling to it. Right, that is one of the best things about the map. It feels just so unique. Like you're in a freaking underground in a saloon, in like a cowboy place, whatever you want to call it. I don't have the word for it right now, but it's just it's really unique, and there are a whole bunch of exclusive guns to that map that do not appear in any other map. Like, I can name a few. There is the Remington New Model Army, which is exact same thing as the Python, but we're not going to get into that right now. Paralyzer, which is a pretty good wonder weapon. It's probably the most broken wonder weapon in my opinion, because you can just make it to round 100 sitting on the bank. And Leroy. I like Leroy. He's really good. He's unique. You know, you get it's honestly like nothing else we've ever seen in zombies before, and sometimes he can be really tedious from how slow he walks, and how every time you have to want to go buy beer, you have to go buy or have to wait around or spend 2,000 points, but sometimes it can be really just tedious. Sometimes for Leroy, it can be frustrating because he runs so slow and you have to knife him to get him to go faster. And I've died a lot just because of Leroy trying to like give him the beer and then he'll die in a corner or something. Yeah, I never realized how big Buried is. Just thinking about it now, it's a really big ass map. The witches castle place is. I hate the witches. I do not like them at all. Right? They are annoying. They're pretty difficult to deal with, and yeah, I don't know, I just do not like them. Honestly, let me tell you what they do. So every 5 rounds or so, you get to go. If you look at the witches' houses, the lights are on in the windows, right? And if you actually like go in the witches' house when the windows are lit, they will all come after you, and you. Actually, I mean, it's they all come after you even if the windows aren't lit, but that's not the point. What I was saying was, and they try to steal your points. I think they take 2,000 points every time they hit you. And, yeah, it can be extremely annoying. I mean, they're not too difficult, but sometimes they can sneak by you, and you gotta be really careful. And so I'll have times where I'll be shooting them, and I'll have to reload, and one will come right around the corner, take my money, which means no free perk, which is the only way you can get a free perk on that map. But, if you actually do make it past them, it is rewarding. They're not too difficult to kill, but sometimes they can really sneak up on you and cuck you. It's just the worst feeling. Because you know you have to wait another 5 rounds, and it's just so annoying. Also, what else is... And then when you get there, when you actually get by there and you kill them all and you get your free perk and da-da-da-da, you get, you enter this maze. And I don't like the maze. I do not... So I'm just eating food. I do not like the maze. It is just can be really frustrating if you're on high rounds and you gotta go pack a punch or gotta go grab. I mean, you know what I mean. Like you gotta go pack a punch and gotta go through this stupid tunnel while there's like 1,000 zombies, and they can cut through the hedges too, which is just so annoying. And usually I just use the paralyzer if I have it to look up and see where I can find it, because you can fly out with the paralyzer. And when you actually get there, Pack Punch is in a terrible spot. I hate that spot so much. And when you actually get down there, it's just this little narrow, not even really a hallway, it's just this room with 2 barriers on the sides. And you get in there, you Pack Punch your gun, and usually if you're on a high round, you don't even bother surviving if you're in there. You just get the hell out of there as fast as you can, because Stamina Up is the only perk that's there. So I guess, yeah, you might want to go there a lot for Stamina Up, too, because Stamina Up's right by Pack-a-Punch. So, and if you just... It can be so frustrating sometimes, because there's a lot of frustrating things about Buried. And, there's also a thing with Leroy where if you're at the part right outside Speed Cola's, big... I don't know what it's called. I think it's the courtroom, I think. And then, there's, like, a fountain. Big-ass fountain that you can, if you feed Leroy beer in front of it, and he'll run into it, he'll start spraying water and stuff, and then, if you actually go back around into the maze thing, and you break one of the fountains that's in the middle, you can hop in there, and you can, it teleports you back to the spawn room, which I think is really good, because that's really helpful, because you don't have to go through the witch's hut again and lose your points and all that. Oh boy, another bad thing about Buried, it is extremely easy. I've made it to the highest round I've ever made to on Buried, which is round 56. But I honestly do not even count it, because Buried is the easiest map in my opinion in Call of Duty Zombies history. It's just with the paralyzer, all the assortment of just buildables you have that just are so overpowered. It's annoying. So it's not annoying, but you know it can just be so easy. It's not even fair. And you basically have infinite ammo, or whatever you want to call it, for the paralyzer if you just tap the button. So you can just sit where Juggernog is in that long hallway, and just tap that stupid button. And with like a head chopper or something, it's just you can't die. It's difficult to die. Yeah, there are a lot of good things about Buried, and then there are a lot of bad things. So I think I'm going to put it in about B. Alright, what's next? Revelations. Oh, Revelations. Yeah. Revelations. I'm just gonna put it there for now. I like Revelations a little bit. I agree with a lot of what people say, where it's just a bunch of maps piled together, and just they got lazy, and it's just made for all nostalgic purposes and la 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 la. You know? I know, but the assortment of maps that they have are really good, and I like all the weapons that are just combined with it. That's really cool, like the Thunder Gun, the Apothecant Servant. Which is also extremely overpowered. And Revelations is, again, a really, really easy map. You can make it to round 30 pretty easily. But, yeah. What else is there? There is, okay, I think the maps that are in Revelations are Origins, Shangri-La, Verrucht, little bit of Buried. What else? Kino. Did I say Origins already? Yeah, I did Origins. Shangri-La, Drak, Noct, and Verrucht. I might be missing a few. I feel like I am, but there's a little bit of Zetsbo in there too. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like people judge it a little too harshly, in my opinion. Like, yeah, I know it is extremely easy with all the hats and stuff that give you extra health and all that stupid stuff, but I don't know. I honestly do not have anything to defend Revelations. I just like playing it. I think it's just fun. Because sitting in the spawn room with a thunder gun and a Apothecon Servant, that is fucking super fun. I love doing that. It's really fun. And there's just a lot of I can't say unique because it's not really unique, but there's just a lot of neat things in Revelations, in my opinion. But it's also really kind of annoying because you want something new and you'll get the same thing over and over. It's just, if that makes any sense. I know that's pretty much the same with fucking anything, but I don't know. It's a really easy map, and the very few times that I've actually made it to round 30 and all that, I have enjoyed it because it can be a fun map, and it's just kind of, I don't know. I think a lot of people like it and dislike it because of nostalgia. Then a lot of people don't like it because of nostalgia, because it's just, that's all it is. It's just a nostalgia fest. Okay, I'm gonna put about C. It's a decent map. Next map, 5. Okay, 5 is, I have a friend who does not like 5 at all. He just he doesn't really despise it, but he just does not like the map that much at all. And I've made it to round about 28, I think the record is on that map, which is surprising because 5 is the most difficult map in Zombies. But, yeah, we were doing, and we did good, and he said that he enjoyed it, even though he doesn't like the map, because, like, he gotta, but I know what he means. If you, the majority of the time, if you're playing 5 with either a friend or somebody else, like a friend by yourself, you majority of the time will die around 11. If you don't get a ray gun or a Winter's Howl at the beginning, like at the pretty much first 10 rounds, you're going to fail. You're not gonna make it to a high round. But I don't. It kind of sucks because the entire map relies on box luck, which I do not like at all. It because if you have any other gun that isn't the ray gun or a Winter's Howl, you're not going to be able to make it past the Pentagon Thief, and I'll get to him in a second. But you're not going to be able to make it past him. It's just extremely difficult. Pentagon Thief, he is extremely annoying. I hate him so much, but he has a good reward that he is okay. Again, like I said, if you have a ray gun, oh, whoops, I didn't touch that. If you have a ray gun or a fucking thunder gun, or not thunder gun, I'm an idiot, sorry. Ray gun or the Winter's Howl, you will easily kill him. Like, it's really easy. And you get the bonfire sale, which is the only time the bonfire sale ever appears in any zombies map, so. And when you do, all the teleporters open up, and yeah, Pack-a-Punch is only 1,000 points, which is really helpful if you're on early rounds, because it's not too easy to make it points on that map, because you're always spending it on something. But, some good stuff about 5. The best training spot in the game, or the best training spot in, that map, is right down by the DEFCONs, and it is extremely good. That was like one of the best training spots I think in history, because it's really, for as hard as the map is, it makes it a lot easier. And not Moon, but other maps just, I don't know. 5 just, I don't know. I think people judge it a little too much. Yes, it's an extremely difficult map, but if you know like what you're doing and you have good box luck and you're a good trainer, you will have a decent time, because you can make it to a high round. It's really fun when you're in a high round. Also the characters. I love the characters in that map. JFK, Fidel Castro, Richard Nixon, and freaking Robert McNamara. You can play as the goddamn president of the United States in the 60s. Kennedy. Probably one of the most famous presidents ever. And one of the best characters ever. And yeah, I love the characters in that map. Anyway, that would go, in my opinion, it would go about, rather, about C. What's next? Kino. Oh boy, I do like Kino a lot. It is obviously probably one of the most well-known zombies maps, in my opinion. Everybody's played Kino. If you've played Nazi Zombies, you've played Kino. It is the starting map on Black Ops 1, which means you spawn, like, the second you put the game in, you have Kino. It's like the only map that you actually have the second you put the disc in. Not counting 5 and Dead Ops, because those, like, those, you have to, like, do stuff to get those. 5, you have to beat this campaign, and Dead Ops, you have to punch in and code in the computer. Anyway, I like Kino. Again, it is it's not very easy, but it can be really easy. If you have a thunder gun and you're just training on the stage, it is very easy sometimes. But there's this big issue with 5, and in my opinion, in my opinion, it is probably just a lot. There's a lot of stuff. Like, let me name a few. The alleyway, completely useless. That's carrying double tap, which in that game is useless. So yeah, still useless. The Nova crawlers, they are they're kind of annoying sometimes. Now, it's not the fact that they're hard to kill. It's just the fact that sometimes they'll try to jump over them, and you'll get cucked. Like they'll I don't know why, but they have like some kind of weird hitbox, I think. And if you don't jump at the perfect time, you won't make it over them. And 9 times out of 10, if you don't have a thunder gun in your hand, you will be killed. Oh god, let me think. Yeah, that map is probably one of the most nostalgic to me. It's just definitely the most well-known map in ever. So I don't know. I just really like Kino. Now, some good things about it. I love the way you get to pack a punch. I love that so much. How you have to. It's nice and simple. It doesn't take 20 freaking rounds to do. All you gotta do is just connect the teleporter, run about 100 feet, and then you connect it, and boom, you can go and teleport to the projector room. I love how no zombies can get in there. It's just, I don't know, I love it. It's just a little bit of time away from the zombies. You get to relax for about, I think it's like 30, 40 seconds. And then when you do, you get teleported. You think you're gonna get teleported back to the starting room, but you get teleported back to these mysterious rooms. Like, I think there's Samantha's room, Samantha's broken room, a dentist's office, Pentagon area place. I don't really know what it's called, and I think that's really cool. Even though, like, they serve pretty much no purpose besides giving you a drop occasionally. I think that's really cool. It makes the map really spooky and pretty creepy overall. Let me think. This map introduced the electric. No, that was Doris. Never mind. But yeah, there's a lot of good things about this map. It introduced a whole bunch of new traps. That's a thing. It introduced fire trap, the turret trap, whatever you want to call it. What was there? No new perks when it first released. No new perks. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I love Kino, so I would put it about A. Okay, next map, Ascension. Boom, you're going right up there, Ascension. I fucking love you so much. Ascension is... Actually, let me put it about right there, yeah. Ascension is such a good map. Like, I love this map so much. A Black Ops 1 map. But again, it has a ton of flaws, the map. It can be, like, just like every other map, it has flaws. It can be extremely annoying. Monkeys. But, there's a lot of good things about this map, and I think there's, like, the majority of the things in this map are good. But then there's also a bunch of glaring issues. But even though there's a lot of glaring issues, I still love this map to death. And I will never get bored of Ascension. I love Ascension. Again, pretty easy map. but I still really like it, and it's fun to play with. Trained by PhD or Widow's Wine. If with the Thunder Gun at that Lander Pie, I can't remember what it's called, but I think it's Lander Pie. And then yeah, and you can make it to around freaking 100 if you want to. That map's really easy, and you get PhD on Black Ops 1, and you can have the Mustang and Sally's. It's a really easy map, and there is just a lot of bad stuff about it now. Some of the bad stuff. Oh boy, the original box location, like the spawning. I hate that area so much. I die half the time out of there. Usually, what I have to do is I have to save a crawler and then go up there, or else I will be killed unless I get like a thunder gun. Because usually, I don't know why, but they all seem to like come from like 20 different angles. They all always kill you. So I usually grab one gun and get the hell out of there because I will be killed soon. What else is there? The monkeys. The monkeys. Oh my god, I hate the monkeys. What they do is every 5 or 6 rounds, 5, 6, 7 rounds, they drop down in their stupid space shuttle or whatever, and they'll go for your perks. And the thing is, you cannot have more than 3 perks in this map. Well, you can, but it is extreme. Like it can make a big chore for you if you really want to. Usually the perks I run are Jug, obviously Quick Revive, and PhD if I'm going to get Mustang and Sally's. But and when you you have to defend Quick Revive and Jug, or else you because those are your 2 like main essential perks. And if it's like round 6 and you have all 3 perks because you made some good points early round, and you don't have any points left, and they slip by you and take Jug, or they take PhD, you gotta buy it again, and that's so stupid in my opinion. And also, another thing I think they can improve is they make it so the monkeys go after 1 perk each round. Not eat every single perk, not like 20 monkeys go after one, 20 go after another, and another 20 go after the Quick Revive. But if they all went after 1 perk, it would make it so much easier, because then you could think, okay, they're not coming towards me, they must be going towards Speed Cola, for example. And if you kill them without them touching your perk at all, you get a free perk bottle, which is just, like I said, is not, I don't even honestly, I don't even like having a perk bottle in that map, because, because when you, because it'll just add another perk that you have to take care of, and it makes it, such a chore, and half the time I don't even grab it, unless I'm on Black Ops 3, because I can get a bunch of perks that aren't even in that map, so, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I love, even though Ascension has the monkeys and a lot of stuff, I love it to death. And the rocket, let me just talk about the rocket before I move on to Origins. The rocket is really good. Not really good, you know what I mean? It's really cool. I like how, when you turn on all the landers and you open up Pack-a-Punch, you launch a freaking rocket that you can see right there in the photo thing. You can pretty much see it. And if whoops, let me just fix that really quick. There we go. And I like that. That is really cool. And if you have a ray gun or any explosive, you can actually blow it up. And if you run down to where the Pack-a-Punch is, you can get a free double points, which is really cool. Neat little East. They didn't have to put that in there, but they did. I like that a lot. Okay, next thing about Ascension. Origins. I hate Origins. It is the no, I'm kidding. Origins is the best zombies map in history, in my opinion. There's no better map than Origins. It is phenomenal. I love this map to death. Alright, the good things. The size of the map. I love the size of the map. You're probably thinking, well, doesn't that make the map, hard to memorize and all that? No, it is so easy to memorize. Even though, for how big it is, it's not hard to memorize and get used to and figure out all the stuff and figure out all the, potential parts for the shield and whatnot. But when you have, and the staffs are so cool. I freaking love the staffs. I love the staffs a lot. Especially the fire staff. Fire staff is my favorite staff, and making them doesn't feel like a chore. It doesn't feel like, oh god, I gotta make the staffs. It feels like it's fun. I love making the staffs. It is really fun. And upgrading them, it can be pretty difficult sometimes because you've got to memorize a bunch of stuff, patterns and puzzles and all that. But it's honestly, when you actually do it a bunch of times, you memorize it. It's not hard. It is not difficult to do. You could have an upgraded, all four upgraded if you're a good player by round 10. If you really were a good player. What else is there? Oh god, there's so much in this map. The generators. There's all 6 generators to turn on power. I don't like that. Well, I kind of do, sort of. If you had to activate all 6 generators to get power for the entire map, this would be an awful map. I would hate that so much. But thankfully, it's not that's not how it is. It's basically, there's 6 generators, and there's perks at each one. And there's box locations, which you need power to open up a box, which I think is stupid, but, and yeah, it powers the perks, and for that generator, and about every 10 rounds, I think, it's 10 or 5 or 10 rounds, there will be these zombies with, like, they're all blue and stuff, and they'll try to take your generator, so you gotta go kill them, which can be really annoying sometimes, because you'll be in the crazy place trying to upgrade something, and, if you don't go there, they'll take all of your generators, which would really suck. But if you end up killing them while they're taking your thing, you get a free max ammo, which can be helpful. It's basically like a dog round, pretty much. Let me think. What else? There's a lot of stuff. The robots. The robots are really cool. They're like these giant, you can see them in the photo right there, actually. You can see them. They're these giant robots that when you shoot their foot, you can go inside the foot, and you get a wind staff part in each for Odin, Thor, and Freya. But, it's crazy. And the Panzer, I don't like him very much. He is definitely pretty easy to kill, but when you're on around like 30 and 5 of them spawn at the same time, it is annoying as hell. Yes, when you have the fire staff, you can kill them all in one shot with just the click of a button. But sometimes it can be extremely annoying, because they'll grab you and you'll be reloading, and then they'll burn you to death and the zombies hitting you, and you're pretty much just might as well accept death at that point. What else is there? A lot of exclusive box guns. There's the Scorpion, MG08. What other gun is in there? There's the M1927 was introduced in. Oh no, it'd be Mob Day. Never mind, I'm an idiot. Yeah, there's quite a few. You can buy the B2. You can buy the what's it called? The 5.7 on the wall, which is pretty weird. And also the Easter egg. This is one of the very few Easter eggs I've actually beaten. It is an okay Easter egg. I like it, but I only did it once, and from what I remember, it was pretty annoying the majority of the time. A lot of just irrelevant stuff that you had to do, and it just really felt kind of tedious sometimes now. Oh, yeah, that's pretty much it for Origins. I know I missed a lot of stuff, but what else is there? Alright, next, Call of the Dead. Call of the Dead is the only Treyarch Zombies map before Black Ops 4 that I have never played. So, not once, I've never played Call of the Dead. I've played all these other maps, not counting Black Ops 4. And and this is the only one I've not played. But from what I've heard, it is, it's decent. It is pretty good. So I'm just going to go off other people's opinion. I'm going to put it about B. Alright? I'm going to put it right there. I now know I've never played it. But that's just from what I've heard. Gorod. I like Gorod. I haven't played it in damn near over, a year now. But, I like Gorod. But, from basically what I remember is, it's a very complicated map. It can be extremely annoying and complicated, and there's like 20 different kinds of bosses in that map, and it can be very annoying. But, yeah, I like it because there is it nails atmosphere. I love the atmosphere in this map. Gorod, it is amazing. Like the ruins of Stalingrad, Nikolai's home. It is crazy. What else is there? There is the PPSH returns, which is obviously really good, but it's not as good as its original counterpart, but whatever. The Ray Gun Mark III is in this map, which is decent, I guess. It's pretty good. The Valkyrie drones, which are one of the most annoying bosses ever. I hate them so much. They're so just yeah, they're big, which makes them easy to hit. But they can just they just shoot you from so far away. Like what 9 times out of 10 what'll happen to me is the majority of the time what will happen is I'll be running and I'll be hit by a zombie 4 times if I have Jug, yeah, 4 times, and I'll be red. And I'll get out of the horde and I'll be like, oh man, thank God I made it out. Then there's that one Valkyrie drone who's like 100 feet away from you. He'll shoot a lucky shot and he'll hit you and he'll kill you. I swear that is what happens like 9 times out of 10. And the big guys, oh, I forgot their names now. God damn it. Shit, I forgot their names, but they're like they're kind of like they look pretty much a lot like Brutus. When you go to the Pack-a-Punch area, they spawn there, and they're not hard to kill, but they do a ton of damage when they hit you. Like I think it's like 2 shots if you have like full Jug, and it can be extremely annoying. Oh, so their Pack-a-Punch. Getting to Pack-a-Punch is tedious. I hate it. It is extremely annoying, and it really sets the map down a lot. It is pretty difficult to do. I mean, honestly, it's not that difficult, but I'm just an idiot, so to me, it's just too tedious. And you gotta grab a whole bunch of stuff, and you gotta go ride a goddamn dragon, which is just stupid. I mean, it's not stupid, but I think it's you know what I mean. I think it's just weird. Dragons shouldn't be goddamn zombies. Zombies, not dragons. That's pretty much all I have to say about Gorod. If I were to rank it, probably C. Yeah, it's better than 5. No. Oh, yeah, I'll put it about there. What's next? Transit. Oh boy. A lot of people say this is the worst zombies map. I think they judge it way too harshly. Transit is not a good map. It's not a bad map, in my opinion. It's an okay map. Okay, it is a decent map, but there are so many things that weigh the map down. Let me just name 5 really quick. Let's see. There's the Avogadro. I'll get to all of these, by the way, later. There's the Avogadro, Denizens, Fog, Lava, and the Pack-a-Punch. Let me start with the Avogadro. He is annoying and just a stupid, worthless boss. What is the point? You don't even get anything from him. Basically when you, I think it's, I don't know how, I think it's like every 10 rounds or so, or after you open the power, and you turn on the power and all that shit. Basically, he comes every now and then, and the only way you can kill him is by melee attacking him, like knifing him or using the Galvanuckles or whatever. And he'll shoot lightning at you, and when you're just trying to train, it can be really annoying because you're just trying to mind your own goddamn business, and they'll just come out of nowhere, and you gotta go out of your way, and most of the time die just to knife him, just so you can kill him, and then you know what you get? You get nothing. You don't get squat. You get zip. You get nada. Right? What's next? There is the Denizens. I hate the Denizens so much. I know a lot of people do too, but I hate them a lot. When you basically what Transit is, it is 5 different map sort of things. So you spawn in Bus Depot, then you hop on this bus and you go to diner, and then you go to farm, and then you go to power station, then you go to town. And in between all those areas, there's a bunch of fog, and you have to run through the fog to get to the locations. If you miss the bus or whatever and you just don't want to use it, you can. And when you're in the fog, there's these little disgusting monkey, I don't even know what the hell they are, little monkey baby creatures. They'll jump on your goddamn face and they'll rape you, and they'll claw at your face, and they fucking just ruin your day. It's so annoying. Also there, what else did I say? There was the Avogadro, Denizens, Fog. The Fog. Oh my god, the Fog is so annoying. I know why they added the Fog, though, is because Transit is it's the biggest zombies map, by the way. It is the biggest map ever. It is so big that they couldn't fit all of it properly into a console. So they had to put a whole bunch of fog to hide all the unfinished areas and all that. Sorry if I'm sniffing a lot, but they have a whole bunch of fog everywhere, and it makes it so hard to see and so annoying as you'll get lost a lot. And it can just really, it can mess you up a lot. Plus the denizens, it just makes it for just not fun. Plus the freaking fire, like, so annoying. And the fog, it just makes the map look ugly. I mean, I'm pretty sure the map would be ugly even without the fog, but I think the map is just gross, in my opinion. It's like fire. I do not like the, well, fire, it's not hard to avoid. But there's these spots in between town and diner where there's these giant patches of lava, and you never, I swear to God, never make it out of there alive if you're not on the bus. Because there'll be a denizen on you, a zombie chasing you, and you'll be on fire. Like, 9 times out of 10, you do not make it out of there. Unless you're spamming the jump button. And, yeah, but on maps like town, it's not really too hard to avoid. Because, like, you'll be training, and you just gotta jump over it, and you're basically, you've played the map so much, you've gotten, like, used to just jumping over the fire, and... yeah, but the thing that I don't like is it causes the zombies to be lit on fire, and when you kill the zombies, they explode. And if you're by that explosion rate, it'll do a little bit of damage to you. I think it's equivalent of, like, half a hit. But you're probably thinking, that's not that much, but, I mean, like, if you're a red screen, and you're, like, about to die, and a zombie blows up, that is the most frustrating thing in the whole wide world. Just dying from a stupid exploding zombie. I hate them so much. What else is there? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, the Pack-a-Punch. I almost forgot it. The worst feature on this map, Pack-a-Punch. I definitely the worst thing about this map is the Pack-a-Punch. There is... So basically what you have to do is you have to build the turbine, and then you go to the power station, and you have to drop your turbine in front of this little door with a green lightning bolt on it. And then you have to book your ass all the way to town through the fog, because the bus isn't, I mean, both know the bus isn't going to be there. So you have to book your ass through the fog, jump over the lava, you have to get through the fog, and you gotta get your ass raped by denizens. And all while you're doing this, you have to fucking, it's just so annoying. And you have to go to town, and then half the time it won't even open. And when it actually does, you have to build the Pack-a-Punch, which is just stupid. And what else is there? You gotta, it doesn't even permanently open. Like, when you leave, it closes immediately, because a zombie will break your turbine or whatever. It doesn't close when you're actually in there. And it's a death trap. You will die down there. If you're trying to camp, do never try to camp or train in there. You will die. What else is there about transit? The bus. I'm gonna just wrap this up really quick, because I've been talking about this one for a while. The bus. It is very annoying sometimes, and unreliable. When you're at the power station, and you're waiting for the goddamn thing to... You're waiting for the goddamn thing to move, and you're sitting there just knifing them, and you won't go. When you're at the power station, the opposite happens. When you're at the power station, half the time he leaves. You have to run through the fog, and you never end up catching up with him. And then when you actually want him to go, he doesn't fucking go. Ted's the goddamn bus driver's name. Just frustrate me a lot, but... the jet gun, too, I'm not even going to go into the jet gun. I'm pretty sure you know what it is. It's terrible. But there's a lot of good stuff about transit. No, honestly, no, there's not. But to me, I find it fun. If you're, like, playing with a friend and you're training and you're just having a good time, you can have a really fun time on transit if you're doing, like, if you're not... You know what I mean? If you're just... I'm being an idiot. If you know what you're doing and you know where you're going, it's not too much of a hassle. When you actually get set up, it's not too bad. Okay, I'm probably gonna put it about C. Yeah. Okay, what's next? Die-Rise F. I hate Die-Rise. Actually, no, I'd put Die-Rise E. I hate Die-Rise so much. It is a terrible map. God awful. Oh boy, Die-Rise is... Where do I begin with Die-Rise? Let me name 5 things that are bad about Die-Rise. Or, I'll name 3. Jumping jacks, elevators, fall damage, what else is there? 4, box location. 5, some of the wall guns, they're fucking stupid. Alright, let me see. So, let's see. The jumping jacks, they're a complete rip-off of the nano crawlers, or the Nova 6 crawlers, whatever hell you want to call them, I don't care. They spawn around goddamn 5. And by then, you haven't even hit the box. You haven't even gotten Jug because you're on Die Rise. So you probably don't have the goddamn... You probably don't even have goddamn Jug. And they'll come and they'll do, like, acrobatics or whatever. And they'll, like, flip kick you and bicycle kick you and shit. They'll mess you the hell up. And the game expects you that if you're able to knife them to death without or if you're able to finish the round without shooting a single shot, you'll get a free perk. How do you expect me to do that on run 5 when I only have Jug? I think they're a 3-shot or a 3-hit to kill you, 4-hit. I think it's a 3-hit, and they go really fast too. And I think they might be able to teleport. I can't remember, but I think they can teleport. Don't quote me on that because I haven't played it in quite a while. So the elevators. God, I hate the elevators on that map. So basically your perks and Pack-a-Punch spawn in elevators. And it's always random. 100% of the time, it's always random. And so basically you'll be sitting at this goddamn elevator like a dope, just sitting there. And you're like, come on, can I get Jug, please? And you'll get like goddamn Who's Who. I'll get into Who's Who later. And it's just so disappointing. Like, you don't want it. But, just, fuck, I'm getting kind of heated. I do not like Die Rise. It is the second worst map in my opinion. I hate Die Rise so much. The box location. There are 3 box locations on the map. There is one that is an upside down building, and there's another that is not in the upside down building. Now, I'm pretty sure you've heard everybody talk about this, but I'm going to mention it. I'm going to mention it, alright? The main location it's always in is the upside down part of the building, and I think it's really cool. I like the upside down version of the building, by the way. I think that's really neat. But when you actually get a teddy bear, I swear, the majority of the time it will spawn on the other side, which means you have to go all the way around the map, and it's just so annoying. And Die Rise is a really big map, surprisingly. It doesn't seem like the kind of map that'd be big. What else is there? The Sliquifire. I've only used it a handful of times, but it used to be I think I remember hearing somewhere that before, like back in like 2012 when the game came out, it used to be the best wonder weapon in history. Like, it was a god weapon. You could finish an entire round with a single goddamn shot. But just, I don't know, it's just the Sliquifire, they nerfed it a lot, and then now it's not bad, it's just really annoying. Because, like, you can slip you off, but I know it doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes, occasionally, it'll slip you off and it'll murder you dead. What's next? Okay, that's enough for Die Rise. I'm gonna put it there. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna put it there at E. Right there. Alright, what's the... Oh. Shangri-La. Shangri-La is the best zombies map. I forgot about Shangri-La. I'm just kidding. This map is fucking terrible. I hate Shangri-La so much. It is the worst zombies map in history, in my opinion. Let me explain why. I don't really have much of a reason. I just don't like the map in general, okay? The map is too complicated. It's too goddamn hard. The wonder weapon is stupid. The Shrieker and I can't remember the other one, but there's a Shrieker and some other special zombie. Annoying as hell. The monkey stealing your drops can be stupid half the time. Alright, let me go over this. Every few rounds, a Shrieker or a can't remember what they're called, but the fire dude, they'll spawn. And it's just, I don't know, it's just so annoying. I do not like them because they blur your vision. It's annoying. And then they take they're stronger than normal zombies. So they'll take like a clip and a half to kill. If you have like an M14, which you probably do from how early they spawn. And then I'm pretty sure they explode when you kill them too. And yeah, it's just a waste of time. It's annoying. What else is there? The monkeys stealing your drops. Just like the Ascension, instead of stealing your perks, they steal your goddamn drops. And let's say you get a max ammo and you're reloading your gun, which usually takes a few seconds, about 5 or 6 seconds, and all of a sudden some punk ass monkey will come. They'll steal your drop, and so you might as well say goodbye to your max ammo unless you can time it right, and because it switches through the drops, and it just occasionally Like, very rarely you'll be able to get a perk bottle, because it'll swipe through, my bad, not swipe. It'll swipe through, the perk bottle for about a split second. If you shoot right, you get a free perk. But that's like, that's stupid. That is just so stupid, in my opinion. I do not like that at all. What else is that? Pack-a-punch. Do not try to pack-a-punch on this map with, on co-op. Or if you don't know the person and they don't have a mic, never, don't even try, alright? Wait, basically what will happen is you have to step on these pads or whatever, and it lifts open this thing and it lets you go to pack-a-punch. Simple, right? When you're on solo. Not simple when you're... Sorry, I'm sniffing so much, I think I might have a cold. But, you're sniffing, and you just... It's so annoying because these people don't have mics, so there's no way you can tell them to, hey, yo, go sit on the goddamn pressure plate or whatever you want to call it. And they don't know, because they're just probably 10 years old in their mom's basement. And it's just... I don't know. I don't like Shangri-La at all. There's so much bad stuff about it. The Wonder Weapon, the JGB 215 something something something. I don't, or the baby gun. Basically, what happens when you shoot it is it'll turn pretty much the majority of the zombies in the area to little tiny little like 1 foot tall babies. And I will admit the gun is good, but it can kill you a lot. So basically, what it does is, yeah, it shrinks the babies and then turns them all really, really, really small, and you gotta run into the crowd to kick them away. But the thing is, not all of the zombies get shrunken down. There is a few zombies in the back, like 2 or 3, that'll not get shrunken down. So then you'll run into the horde to kick them away and kill the little babies. Those guys will kill you. And it's annoying. Like, I swear, that's what happens half the goddamn time. Yeah. Also, what was I gonna say? Oh, God, I was just gonna say something. The map is very hard. Probably tied with 5 for the most difficult map. I'd say 5 is a little more harder. Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway, yeah, Shang is the worst zombies map in my opinion. Not counting the Black Ops 4 ones, because they're worse. You know what? I know what I said earlier. I'm just gonna put all these. I'm gonna put all these here. Where is the other one? IX. There we go. Those are all terrible. Let me see. Shadows. Shadows is an okay map. It's boy. Shadows. It is. It's a decent map. It's a pretty good map, right? I have a friend who does not like Shadows at all because he thinks it's too complicated, it is not complicated at all. Well, okay, it's a little complicated, but it's not hard to learn. It's just like Origins. It's way simpler than Origins. Basically, all you have to do is get the 4 rituals, get the 4 gate worm things, and then you have to go put them open up the rifts or whatever you want to call them, and you go in and you place the 4 and you wait a few seconds and boom, you got Pack-a-Punch. It's not hard. Other things on that map, the Margwa. I hate the Margwa so much. I forgot to mention it when I was talking about Revelations, but the Margwa is extremely annoying. Yeah, it's extremely powerful too. Let's say you have Jug and he hits you, and you'll be a red screen, which means you'll be 1 shot away. Even when you have Jug, and he's a 1 shot, and he's a 1 hit when you don't even have Jug, which is just so annoying. What else is there? There is the Apothicon Servant. Very good Wonder Weapon. I like it a lot. It's just, I don't know. It's good. Just sometimes, I don't know. There's just something off about it, man. It's just, can't put my finger on it, but there's just something about it that just doesn't feel right. I think it might be the limited ammo that it has, or the stupid glitch you gotta do when you want to Pack-a-Punch it on that map. Or, I don't know, it's just, it's stupid, and all the parts are really difficult to get. Like, I know you gotta get the Margwa heart. Honestly, I can't even remember how you build it, and I play that map quite often, like, a few times a week. What else is there? Random perks? Usually I would say, yeah, I don't like that, but it's not too bad in this map, because at least it tells you. Well, it's not really, yeah, it is random, but at least it tells you, like, where they're gonna be, like, and it's not hard to get to, either. The beast mode, you gotta go in beast mode, and you basically gotta go open up the door where the broken perk bottle is. It'll show you which junction it's in or whatever. and then you go there and you shock the thing with beast mode, and then you get it, right? And there's double tap, speed cola, and what's the other one, jug, and yeah, it's not too frustrating when it's like in a spot you don't like oh, it's not a big deal. But another thing, beast mode, complete. Oh, I didn't even mention Afterlife when I was talking about Mob of the Dead. But yeah, beast mode, a complete ripoff of Afterlife. I can totally 100% agree with that. It is a giant ass ripoff. But it's in my opinion, it's better than Afterlife because you don't die immediately when you run out of like the bar or whatever. So it can be really helpful too because you can kill zombies. It can really just be a good way to revive your teammates. Anyway, what's next? Knocked. The very oh wait, I gotta place I placed shadows about B. It's decent. Knocked. The very first zombies map. I'm just gonna put it there for now. The very first zombies map to ever be released in 2008. World at War. Knocked is not a good map. I'm sorry, but it's. I'm probably one of the very first goddamn people to ever say that, but Knocked is not a good map at all. It is, well, maybe not at all, but Knocked is not a very good map. It's. Most people say it's good because it's the first zombies map. If this map was released in Black Ops 2, for example, nobody would like it. It would be the F of every single tiers list. But I feel like I'm the only one that actually sees that it's not very fun. Like, it's just boring. It can be really boring. And on the Black Ops 3 version, the World at War version, the zombies move so slow. Like, it's actually, before round 5, when they're, like, kind of jogging, they'll walk and trudge so goddamn slow. It's just so annoying, and I just want to kill myself. But it's extremely annoying, and it can really piss me off sometimes. I'll be sitting there, and I might as well buy a Kar 98K and kill them, so I don't have to fucking wait an hour for them to come over there. Also there. Also, there's not much to talk about in Knocked, but the camping spot, that's up, it's by the Steel Hand Granates. Really good camping spot. If you have 4 people, you can make it to like round 30 if you have 4 people, and they all have really good guns, like MGs and ray guns and stuff. You can make it pretty high, even on World at War. And, yeah. That's pretty much all I gotta say, honestly. There's not much. Really small map, too. It's only like 2 doors. 3 doors, sorry, my bad. Verrucht. I only place Knock. Knock's not a D. Knocked is a C. Probably, oh god, yes, it is the worst C map, in my opinion. Don't judge. Verrucht. Oh boy. Verrucht is difficult. Very difficult map. It's a challenge, that's for damn sure. But I like the challenge of this map. I used to not really like this map too much. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll play occasionally. But recently, I don't know why, but in the past few months, it's just grown on me a little bit. Like, I'll enjoy playing it more than I used to. Especially in the Black Ops 3 version. I think the Black Ops 3 version is the best version, but that's just my opinion. Because I've never really played the World at War version. So, but, yeah, it's a good map if you make it to a high round. It can be really fun. On the Black Ops 1 version, it has what's it called? It has the Winter's Howl from 5, and it can be really good to train in that bar area in the American side. I think it's the American side. Yeah, American side of the spawn room, because there's 2 different sides. And then if you have the Winter's Howl and 4 players, you can make it to a pretty high round with that strategy. Let me think. This map is really scary. This is probably one of the scariest maps out there. When I first played this map, I know like everybody says this, but I'm being serious. Like when I first played this map, I nearly boomed myself. It was funny. It was not funny. It was scary. You're basically locked in an insane asylum. And there's like blood and scratches all over the walls, and it's just ugh. It's really eerie. That one, I like the way you can activate the Easter egg song on this map. It's fucking hilarious. You can flush the toilet 3 times. And one last thing. The quick revive guy. Now this is a running joke between a friend and I, who nobody else would get this stupid joke. Basically, there's this poster that's it's like, get revive. This is stupid quick revive. poster. If I might throw a photo of it up later. I don't know, but it's just stupid, and it's a running joke. Says, "Oh, it looks like him, like my friend. The poster looks exactly like him," even though it probably doesn't. But it's just a funny joke that between me and my friend, and I've made a lot of good memories on that map because of that joke specifically. Verrucht would be about a B. Verrucht's a pretty good map. Yeah, Verrucht would be about a B. What's next? Shinonuma. Okay, and then Durazndrak is last. Alright. Shinonuma. I really like Shinonuma. It is the second best World at War map in my opinion. I don't know. I like Shinonuma. It's good. Said that 3 times in a row. A lot of good stuff was introduced in Shinonuma, though. Wonderwaff, the dogs, obviously a very important part of zombies. The zipline, which is used in Call of the Dead, now, I think a few other maps. Yeah, and not that none come to mind, but you know what I mean. A lot of iconic spots in Shinonuma, honestly. There's a lot of, iconic map, fucking gun, there's a lot of iconic spots and maps, and, guns in this map, too. Like, for example, the PPSH was in this map, the, Wonderwaff was in this map. What else is this map? A lot of good stuff, and the dogs were introduced, which are the most iconic zombies boss in history. Not too hard, not too easy either. A really good balanced boss in my opinion. Yeah. And what else is there? There is the comm room, doctor's quarters, storage, and fishing hut. And the perks are random in this map, okay? And this map, I have weird mixed feelings about it, okay? Now, on a map like Nuketown, where you get your perks, like, you don't know when you're gonna get your random perks, at least on Shinonuma, at least you get to, like, no, at least you get to choose when you want to buy a certain door. So you'll buy a door and it'll, like, flip through, either Quick Revive, or Meal Kick if you're playing on Black Ops 1, but it'll play, Quick Revive, Double Tap, Jug, and Speed Cola. And you'll either get one of the four. It's a 1 in 4 chance. And then there's 4 different areas, like I said before. And the chances of you getting them are 1 in 4, and I feel like the majority of the time you never get Jug first, obviously. My luck, right? But, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, sometimes it can be annoying if you get Jug last, because you'll be about around, like, 10, maybe, like, 12, and you won't have Jug until then, which can be pretty annoying if you're not a very good player like me. What else? The Flogger. I love the Flogger. Not much to say about it, but it's just like this spinning wheel of just death. It's just amazing. The Wonderwaff was introduced in this map. One of the most iconic Wonder weapons, obviously besides the ray gun. Yeah, the Wonderwaff. It's really good. Right? There's not really much else to say about it. Now there was this glitch on the World at War version of this map where the zombie cap limit would be 24, which means only 24 zombies past round 10 would spawn on round, which means you could be on round a quadrillion if you honestly wanted to. Which means only 24 zombies would spawn in a round, which means that makes the map so easy, so unbelievably easy. Because all you have to do is just go get a Wonderwaff, train either at the comm room or outside the fishing hut, and have a PPSH and another thing, or a trench gun, wherever you want. And yeah, you'll pretty much just be pretty much invincible if you can make the, like, round 1,000. It's really one of the easiest World at War versions, one of the easiest maps, in my opinion. So, Shinonuma is a really good map, and it's one of my good friends' favorite maps. So, put about B. Final map, Durazndrak. Durazndrak is good, alright? It is very good. Probably the best Black Ops 3 map, not counting Chronicles, obviously, and not the Giant, because it's just a remake. Probably the best Black Ops 3 original map. Oh boy, where to begin? There's a lot of stuff in this map. The bows. I'm gonna start with the bows. The bows are just like the staffs and origins. There's these 4 elemental. I think there's the wolf bow, the void bow, the fire bow, and one other bow that I can't remember. Because I always use the void bow. It's the best bow in my opinion. But anyway, I just I don't know. I like this map because it's really easy. You have to flip on. All you have to do to get Jug is you have to buy. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4 doors to get to power, which sounds like quite a bit, but it's actually not. When you actually see, because there's a lot of open area on this map, which means you can just run to the half the way to there. Don't even have to buy a single door. And when you actually turn on the power, all I have to do is go back to spawn room, and boom, Jug's right there. You just gotta hit a corner, and Jug's right there. It's really easy to remember. What else is there? The gondolas. The gondolas are really... I like the gondolas. They're cool, because you get a free, perk out of them. Or not perk, sorry. You get a free, drop out of them. Sorry about the lip smacking. Stupid. God, what else is there on this goddamn map? The Panzers. Panzers return in this map, and they are extremely nerfed. Or not nerfed, they're really buffed. They're overpowered in this map, and sometimes it can be ridiculous. They spawn on round... Oh boy, they spawn around 8, I think it's the same as Origins. Yeah, they spawn around 8, I'm pretty sure. And you're probably thinking, well, if it's not hard on Origins, it's not hard on, Eisendrach. Then, well, yeah, but they really gave him a few new attacks and all that, and they really made him a lot stronger too. So it's, it takes more bullets to kill him and all that. And just sometimes it can be really frustrating because they shoot these little blue orb things and they'll kill you half the goddamn time. And the dragon heads, those are a complete ripoff of Cerebus from Mob of the Dead. We have to feed them enough zombies. That's also just taken straight from Mob of the Dead. What else is there? Not really much that comes to mind. Honestly, this map's it's good, but it can be really easy if you have an upgraded bow and all the perks. It's really easy. That one training spot by where Demskin lands and the Easter egg is really easy. Right outside where Speed Cola is. It's a really good training spot there. Oh, I feel like I'm missing something like really important. Okay, no, I'm fine. Okay, the Eisendrach is pretty good, so I think I put it at about B. There we go. Okay. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Alright, well, yeah. Just a recap. Origins is my personal favorite map. And Shangri-La is my personal least favorite zombies map. So, thanks for watching my stupid things. I doubt anybody even made it here. But, if you did, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you later.